we doing today?
We're going to Nashville to Blick Art.
And here's that receipt for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
one, guys.
And we're off.
Peace out.
Hitting the usual traffic jam coming into Nashville.
This moment.
The Googly will tell you.
Is that you would use to draw people?
You can look in the back.
No, I can't. I think.
Throwing it in the sky.
What is this one?
Right, then go for it. What about this? You would do burnt sienna or autumn.
I don't have the exact one.
What about quarter?
So many markers. Here's those markers that I was telling you all about. Mine came in yesterday. They don't sell the box kit here. You have to buy it online. But you can buy individual markers here. Look at all this handmade paper. Huge.
It's not that bad either. $9 a can. Buy 5, get 1 free. Yeah, I know they're spray paint artists. I got those bookmarks and poured out on it.
I was just talking to you. This is mostly what I came for. I'm looking for volume paste, rice paper glue, and 3D gloss gel. They have lots of paint. This Liquitex paint is awesome. I've had some Liquitex paint for like 20 years and it's still good. All this paint makes me wish I was a real painty artist. Like a real canvas painter artist. So many good supplies. They're so pretty. All the colors. But here is the little section I guess I was looking for, all the way in the back corner. They have black gesso.
name of it?
MI paper plane. So now I'm back home and I'm going to be working I got a book at Turnip Greens and I'm going to be working in that book for the first time. It's going to be my new art journal mixed media book, and I think it's a good size. It might be a little bit taller than I would have preferred, but I really liked the book, and it's titled The House That Shadows Built, and something about that. I really liked it since I've been working through a lot of, like, you know, my own shadow work and things like that, doing the chakra healing and just trying to improve my own mental health. And part of that is going through the shadows of your own life, your own personality, and making friends with those. So I felt like that book is really appropriate for it, and I like that. So I probably will decorate the front cover a little bit, but I'll probably like frame that title and keep that. So that's what I'm going to be working in today. But before we do, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I love spending time with you. And if you enjoy the content, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It would help out the channel to reach more people like us. And that's my goal, is just to create a community of like-minded people and where we can come together and share. So also, please feel free to share in the comments. I always love to hear from you. So now let's get to the art of today's video. And one other thing, I'm Laura, in case I didn't say. If you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And now let's get to the craft or the art of today. I'm going to be working in this book today. It's going to be my new art journal book, and I got it at Turnip Greens, The House That Shadows Built. It's a book from 1928. I'll end up needing to take some pages out because it's super thick, but and then I just have this box here to hold the book level, both pages. And I'm still working in this a little bit, but it's getting full and getting finished. It's one of my latest dragonflies. I used my markers, they came in, and so yeah, used them on this page, these pages, and also in these pages. I used gloss medium on this, and I'm not a fan of that, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that gloss medium that I bought, but I'm going to use this matte medium to kind of seal the pages. This is all new for me. I have not done much mixed media at all, but I'm really liking it, so I'm just going to be trying new things and seeing how it goes. But I do think sealing this old book is important, rather than just starting painting on it or putting gesso on it or any of that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this satin cream paint, try it out. It's kind of old. Ooh, it's pretty old. I need to buy some new paints, obviously. Clumpy paints, no good. The clumps will come out if I keep brushing, and what doesn't come out I can just pick them off the page. But these paints are old. No telling. I bet some of these are 20 years old. So shout out to Apple Barrel Colors, because I mean, what can you expect after 20 years, really? And it's still wet enough for me to spread it on the page. I went ahead and stuck down the rice paper, and I went ahead and put down a little bit of this metallic paint in Pearl on here also. I'm gonna put a little bit more and kind of cover up some of the rice paper, just a little bit. If I want to cover it up a lot, I'm going to need a different paint than this. It's not gonna really cover it up too much, although it's kind of giving it a neat look. I don't know how I feel about this shiny paint on this project yet either. I may end up using that gloss medium that I was talking about, because this shiny paint may make it where I need to use that gloss medium. So we'll see how it turns out. Anyway, I covered that just a little bit. This one's folk art, honeycomb, but it sounds really old. I'm not even sure if it's still got any liquid in it. Just hardly any. Gosh, I'm gonna end up needing to get new paints. I don't even think I've ever used it. Look, it's not even open. But I used to have a thrift mall booth, and my aunt and I used to make some projects together, and we bought a bunch of paints, and this must be one that we bought but never did use. Not too good. I might have to just throw this one away. You know, I'm going to use a wet wipe and wipe this off. So I'm going to apply it and then wipe it off. See what happens. This is a total experiment. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing, really. I'm just trying to have fun and see what happens. See where it goes. Yeah, this is it's a weird color. So I'll just wipe most of that off. It kind of matches the plants in the rice paper. And I'm going to use this stencil, one of my new stencils, and I'm going to use modeling paste, and I'm just going to randomly put this on here, see what happens. Ooh, cool. I like that. I like this modeling paste. It sticks up, it's raised. I'm gonna put this postage stamp up here. I'm glad I'm playing around with these. If you're like me and you have this stuff, or you've been thinking about trying this and you haven't tried it, just give it a try and see what you think. It's actually really fun. Probably putting too much of each stencil, but you know, I just have to find my rhythm and what I like to do. It's just going to take time. I wonder if I should invest in a better knife too. This is probably not ideal for doing this plastic knife, because it kind of is bending with the modeling paste. Although, are the metal ones, are they any more solid? I'm not really sure. I looked at some at Hobby Lobby the other day, and they seemed like they were kind of bendy also. So I don't know if it would be worth my while to really invest in a metal one or not. If you know, I'd love to hear your opinion, what you think. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to put for now of the stencil. I gotta go wash it out because it's already starting to get glumpy, which that's a problem. You don't want it getting glumpy because then it gets like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it's full, and so it didn't come out. It left this blank spot here. I might put some white gesso on here to kind of cover up the edges of the rice paper a little bit. Okay, beginner's mistake. Definitely do not use modeling paste on a tiny stencil like that. Tiny meaning small, little words and such, because modeling paste is a booger bear to clean up. It got stuck, and yeah, it took me a long time. I was used to gesso cleanup, so I thought I'll just pop in there and clean up my stencil. No, it's not, doesn't work like that. So yeah, be careful with the modeling paste. You use at your own risk. I'm gonna still use it probably, but I'm gonna use it differently next time. Definitely not take so long to get it applied. The longer it stays on your stencil, the harder it is to clean off. But one thing I am noticing about it is it dries faster than my gesso, so that's pretty cool. And it does dry raised. That's really neat. I have all kinds of little things I could pop in here to be my like image that I want to be the focal point of my design. So I could use this, which I have a video about these. These are canvas prints that I get at the Dollar Tree, and they have nice large images like this, and I just take them off the canvas. I think they're 8x8s. I take them off the canvas and then I cut them out. I have quite a few of these, and I think they're going to make good journal covers too. That's actually what I was planning to do, was use them to make journal covers. But now that I'm getting into mixed media, I'm looking for focal points for my pages, so things like this could work out well for that. That kind of looks pretty like that. And then that would leave a lot of writing space if I just put the flowers like this here on the page. And then, did I show you yet? My markers came in. I am so excited. I've been using them a little bit. Anyway, there's 3 sets. Look at all these colors. They are great. I love them. But if you want to be able to smear around or blend in your color, definitely you have to put something over top of the paper. Otherwise, the ink just sinks right in and you can't blend it. So just do be mindful of that. But if you put a medium over top and then you use your marker, then you can blend it around and it looks really pretty. I like it a lot. So I don't know, I'm kind of leaning towards just putting these flowers on this side and maybe putting a little stamping in these spots, and then leaving all of this area for writing. Now I'm going to use this stamp just to put a few stamps on here. And I'm using this Distress Ink Vintage Photo, but I really would like to get some permanent inks. I think all my inks are non-permanent. So if I go over it with matte medium or something like that, it's not going to stay put. It's going to move around, which I don't really want. So it's definitely something, you know, for me to think about in the future. Maybe getting some permanent inks. I think they're called archival inks. And I do have a few. I have these archival inks, and you know what? I've never used them. Although this orange blossom would have probably worked on this. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit too orange. But these are the only archival inks I have as far as I know. I got these probably in some little kit or something. I need to get black and brown, I think, because those are the most common inks that I would be using. So just black and brown archival ink, that would be perfectly good enough. And I'm not trying to get it like a perfect stamp. was just putting a little bit down just to give it a little bit of a, I don't know, stampy look, I guess. A little bit more interest. And then I'm gonna use this like coffee splattery stain thing. Yeah. I'm going to do them in the spots where I've already put stamps. I'm going to use this rice paper glue to add it. And here at the top. Thinking about things while I'm crafting, I'm making things, I find a lot of answers to things through this process. As I've said, this is my therapy. It always has been, in one form or another, creating, whether it be a writing, journaling, scrapbooking, coloring, making things, painting furniture, decorating the house. That can be so therapeutic too. Although now that I'm getting older, I tend to just want to find a good place for things to go and then just put them there and let them stay there. I don't have the energy I used to for decorating and all of that. There's still a few things we need to do around the house, but yeah, once I get something settled in a spot, I really like to keep it there. That probably is going to turn out to be way too much, but that's okay. I'm going to add some of this luster wax. This is gold, and I'm going to just add it to the words a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to regret doing that, but maybe I'm going to use a little bit of the gold still, but I have another color. It's rose color, and I think I'm going to like it better on this than I like the gold. I'll try it and see. I think I put too much. That's the problem. I had way too much on my finger. I should have just had a little bit and kind of skimmed across just the top, but I had too much and it got down all up underneath there. Do it again. Okay, now the trick is going to be getting all this down under like I want it. Getting this glued down correctly. I'm going to go ahead and dry this first so that it's dry underneath before I put the rice paper glue on top. This tacky glue dries really fast. I mean, not really fast, but it dries pretty fast. And I left this not glued down. I like that dimension. It's cool the way it's kind of popping off the page. Some of the little edges are not completely glued down. I do like that. And yeah, since it's not a journal that I'm going to be writing in, I don't have to worry about snagging that all the time or messing it up. Yeah, so I'm going to go over it with the rice paper glue. Okay, well now let's color it. I'm going to use these three colors, brown and coral. Well, it's dark sepia, coral, and cinnamon. And first I'm going to do this one, coral, and just kind of, I don't know, color it in a little bit. Blending it in, and then I'm going to go back over it with the other color and add a little more color to it. Then I'm going to outline it. I think it's going to make the flower kind of pop off the page some, instead of looking just so kind of dull and brown. And with these markers, you can build up the color by adding just more if you want it. I don't know about that, why it's got that spot right there. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's just gonna look like that. I don't know. And because I have covered over the whole thing with the rice paper glue, it makes it where I can blend the marker. But like I said, if you don't cover it up, because I tried that, it will bleed right into the paper or soak right in, and then you can't blend it at all. And it worked out on the where I was using it, where I hadn't covered with rice paper glue. It worked out, and I liked it that it soaked into the paper. It was on another page that I did in my old planner, but I really think most of the time I'm going to prefer to be able to blend like this. And then I'm going to make this other flower be the other color, and then use this as the complementary color or the secondary color, just vice versa from what I'm doing on this flower. So they're not the exact same color. Where have these markers been all my life? They're so fun. They're so smooth and well worth the money. But like I said, I did splurge on these. I never thought I'd spend that much money on a set of markers. But they're worth it. I'm glad that I did. I ordered them online from Blick because they weren't available like this in the store. They do sell them in the store, but not this set. And then they have this end to them too, a fine line, and then the bigger brush. use my white gel pen and make some white marks and highlights on it. I'm going to use this to splatter some paint on. I have to tell you, I find this part messy and it goes everywhere. So if you do this, be careful. I gotta find a better way to protect my surfaces and things. It goes way farther than you would think it would. So yeah, I gotta do a better job. The other day I splattered my clothes, but the thing is, it washed out in the washing machine, which I was really surprised. I expected it to be permanent ink that wasn't going to wash out, but it did. So, hey, that was a plus. But, well, that's it for this art journal entry today. And I'll do a little bit of a close-up shot. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you soon. Take gentle care, and until next time, bye-bye.